Hey guys, Game Hunter here, and we're back to playing Chalices of Malice, or perhaps just Rings of Valor. So I said that I was going to do a little bit of just practicing a bit, and well, I've gotten some unlocks out of things, doing pretty good here, like this guy. And these can only be achieved if you're not playing on slow mode, so I'm doing fairly okay, I think. I'm not really an amazing player or anything, but I mean, we can take a look at playing some certain character types, and really, it depends, especially in quick match. It depends a lot on who your allies are and who your enemies are, and ultimately, you know, it's just completely random. So, half-elf fighter is what I like. So let's just go ahead and start it up. Man, I actually haven't used fighter in a while, but I know it to be a fairly good class. So let's see what we got here. We got paladin. Okay, we got a sork. We got an invoker. So they're controllers. And on the enemy side, they got a bard, rune priest, and a paladin. So, how do I want to go at this? Also, I don't really remember how the fighter works. Well, basically, I'm just going to go ahead and see who they start attacking, and I'll probably just try to keep them off, the enemies off my dudes, basically, more or less. Just so you know, that sort of thing. And that works to some extent, of course. It's not perfect, but you know, just that sort of thing. Let's see. Yeah, the rune priest is taking damage right now, so let's go ahead and focus him. And yeah, basically just focus him. Try to get in the auto attacks when possible. You know, charge whoever is not close to me at the time, sort of dealio. You know, do that sort of thing. Yeah, that dude's taking a lot of damage. Kind of sucks. Okay, let's see. And then we also got combat challenge. That's going to be important. So let's just go ahead and get the auto attacks in. And good. Okay, we've already dealt with one character, and we're working on the other paladin right now. Let's go ahead and charge the bard. So, you know, stun him for a little bit. And yeah, and now we get in a cleave, or yeah. Let's do combat challenge again, because these sorts of attacks actually work with your auto. Oh darn it! I had the wrong guy auto attack. That kind of stuff. But at this point, yeah, we should basically have won the battle, because I was able to keep the enemy more or less kind of preoccupied with my own meaty self. So I'll just pick up last damage as well. It's not really a big deal at this point. We just do a little charge, get the stun locked in, and we just more or less finish him off. He'll be attacking me, of course. Going for the rune, yeah, right. Let's just go ahead and combat challenge him up there. There we go. He'll try to run occasionally because I am a melee dude, and as a melee dude, I do have to worry about, you know, the possibility that my melee attack is not autoing. So I'm just going to do some charges to finish this up, basically. Or cleaves, excuse me. Cleave, however, is really an attack that goes for multiple targets, if I do recall correctly. I didn't even do a lot of damage. It's mostly all the controllers doing their stuff. So that's how that works. I don't know. Let's go ahead and take a look at a leader, I guess. Shaman. Shaman is pretty powerful. I really liked when I played a shaman. What was I again? I was like friggin' human shaman, I think, for the ability, or I'm trying to remember what I used. Might have been this, actually, for energy regeneration also. It's the same thing, more or less. 20% versus, you know. But, I think, is that right? I think that was right. Yeah, let's go ahead and try that. In any case, shamans are pretty powerful because they have, their normal attack has a chance to dispel buffs. They get a heal, and then they get heroism, which absolutely makes your team amazing. So, ideally, you want to keep them alive. Let's go ahead and just pick up Purge, because what else are we going to use? Scion, let's see. Well, just looking at the HPs, we can examine what they are, even if I don't know their exact classes. But we got a pretty good group here, because we got our striker, we got me, who's a leader, and we got the gnome, who is, battle mind, which is like, well, some kind of defender who does stuff. I really don't have battle mind yet, so I don't understand them. Avenger is a striker. Kind of a weird striker. Scion is a controller because they're ranged, I guess, I think. I really don't know the difference between a striker and a controller. Typically, it seems like controllers use magic and strikers use like something else, but you know, who knows? So anyway, I'll just be focusing on whoever my ranger is focusing on. So let's see what we got here. Okay, yeah, you focus on the Scion, sure, why not? Let's see. Oh wow, they're really going after me. So whenever I see the enemies that going after me, I usually do some circle strafing to deal with them mostly. Ah, darn it. So we're going after the Scion, right? And let's go ahead and get our chain heal together. So let's just go ahead and chain ourselves up. Probably shouldn't have used it on myself, but whatever. Okay, so the Scion's already dead. That's great. We're probably going to go after the Cleric next. Probably. Good, rank up, good. Let's see. Probably the chain heal, yeah, because our ranger is not looking too hot there. So let's go ahead and get out the chain heal. Chain heal level 3 is super fantastic because chain heal basically works on everybody. So as long as everybody in your group is more or less taking amounts of damage, you know, you're doing pretty well for yourself. So let's go ahead and try to get rid of his Shield of Faith with a Purge. It didn't quite work. I probably should have gotten heroism, in fact, but whatever. Let's go ahead and just heal up dudes. Dudes. Heroism, there we go. And heroism, poof! And now we're just basically going to clean house. So, that's how that works, yeah. Oh, wow. 3 killing blows from our battle mind. What do you know? It's pretty crazy. Healing, yeah, it's significant healing. And then, of course, we have the striker controller coming. I haven't tried Seeker before. Let's try that. Pushes back, right, increases crits. Poison shot. Okay. So, in other words, this guy, let's see, pushes back in melee range. Okay. So, in other words, I want to have, like, extra, I don't know, stuff of damage, probably. Let's see. How does that work? Plus against bloodied foes? I was thinking more against non-bloodied foes, but whatever. Let's just use that. The get some Holy Shadow resistance if I'm lucky. They would have groups that do that, then they don't. Okay, so this is a high control strike group. We got one sword mage, so I'll probably work with whatever the sword mage is after, because he's good at healing certain targets. Okay, there we go. So let's see. Let's go ahead and start poisoning our shots. Maybe even swapping enemies, because I want to have poison affecting as many people as possible, more or less. Yeah, and get the wizard poisoned, maybe. Too many misses. That's the problem I have most of the time. And nobody on their team is actually ranged, or melee, so encasing spirits is kind of pointless. Yeah, friggin'. You know, what's the point of getting abilities if they just constantly get you killed? That's what I have to say. Alright, let's finish off the ranger because the sword mine's doing his stuff. And maybe just poison you. Get some hunter instincts going on. Alright, looks good. Everybody's dying more or less. Let's start running away! Running away. For fun, more or less, I guess. I don't even know what Rhyme Strike did. I didn't really pay attention. And they're dead. Come on, you guys. You guys can handle this. Yeah, it looks like they got it. 2-on-1s usually end like that. I didn't do very well. Oh well. But I did get cool, so there you go. New achievement! It's time to get like a new race or two, I think. Let's just do races. Yes, races. Let's see what they do. So we got, what was it? The Wilden. Attacks increase your armor. That's cool. But that's got a hidden cooldown, so it's like, So it's more for the occasional attacker, I guess. Because you don't know what the cooldown is. And what was the other one? Gnome? That's probably... -1 speed, but you become invisible when... That is pretty sweet. Wow. Oh man, that is good. Oh wow. And then defense against non-physical threats. Wow. Yeah, that's exactly the kind of thing you want on your controllers, because they will just not get hit as often, because detecting invisibility doesn't really work so well. Alright, so I'm in a ladder game. I reset the old one because I didn't have a very good group. We've got Half-Orc Death Knight, which is Powerhouse. Human Warlock, who is the damage dealer, but often gets killed first. But he deals a lot of damage, so I'm good with that. And then we got our Warlord, who more or less controls where I'm going. Although if the Warlock's taking damage, I usually try to pull away stuff like that. So, I am the tank of our group, and in fact I have an ability, Death Grip, which pulls enemies towards me, so that can be useful to some extent. It's more or less keeping them off for only about a second. It doesn't help that much. But in any case, I've been winning these battles non-stop. We've already done 5 here, and I got enough to just get some items. In this game, items increase your stats, and you just kind of decide what you want to do with them. Oh wow, these guys have won all their battles too. So I think ladder games, you don't level up for like a very long time. So you got to work with what you have for quite a while. In any case, Warlock, Invoker, Bard. Probably go after the Invoker. Probably. We'll see what happens. So the Bard's gonna also suck too. One thing I have noticed, which is kind of interesting, let me just point it out. For me, at least when I graduated from slow mode and went up to fast, I didn't really notice the change at all. So, in my opinion, start playing this game in slow mode, get used to it, and then just put yourself right back up, and you should be fine. More or less. Alright, Bard, do not... Just get over here, man. Get over here. If you can get over here. But, oh, wow, I'm taking a lot of damage here. Let's try to keep myself... Huh, wow! Nice going, guys. Huh. So, in other words, I was taking all the heat, and then that ended up kind of screwing them over because they didn't really know what the heck they were doing. So, let's just Death Grip. I guess the Bard. Whoops! Wrong guy to Death Grip. But in any case, I'm going to be focusing on the Invoker. Oh wait, no, I shouldn't focus on the Invoker, because freaking Invoker has an ability that prevents melees from really going after it. So I think I'll just do a little bit of circling around just to keep them occupied, because they seem to really want to go after me. So whatever. Just do that. Bard's already dead, and we'll just finish up here. Clean house. In fact, I'm not even going to do anything. I'm just going to let the guys finish up. Because my guys really know what they're doing. Slice and dice. That's our group, and we're amazing. Yeah. Oh, wow. 16 gold. Cool. Because before it was 15. So you get a little bit more, I guess, for a win. I think, yeah, that's all. Cool. So 6 wins in a row, going on 7. We've also gotten a new map. This one hasn't showed up in my time playing here. So, let's see. I guess Warden, Bard, Barbarian. That's a fairly nasty group. We'll probably be focusing on the Barbarian, I hope, because that can be really annoying for a Warlock. So, oh yeah. And also, I always go the wrong path. I always take top, but that's not really the place you want to be. So, okay, let's focus on some dude. We seem to be focusing on the Warden, actually. It's kind of odd, but whatever. Sure, why not? Freaking, I hope we got it. The power-ups, like, I never see who's getting them properly. Looks like the Barbarian actually got it. It's not good for me at all. Death Grip the Warden just to keep him off the tail for just a second. And I think now at this point, it looks like we're focusing on the Bard. So, continue to focus on the Bard. In fact, I'm going to pull him just a bit, just to make this a little more, I don't know, interesting or something. So, looks like I'm taking most of the damage here, which is fine. Which is really fine, Just, I'll get some energy back. Just finish up here. One of the cool things about the Death Knight is that his Blood Strike does heal him. Pretty convenient. Well, if it works. If it doesn't miss, then you get some HPs back. But otherwise, you just do what you can. Okay, cool. Excellent. So we're doing pretty well for ourselves. Doing quite well. The Warlock's surviving a lot better than he used to, which I'm quite surprised at. Yeah, the Shadow Bolt's pretty powerful, and the Warlock Curse only makes it stronger. Let's look at that, in fact. Warlock. So, yeah. Successful attacks apply increasing damage dealt to the target for 5 seconds. So, you want to go after who the Warlock's going after, but, oh yeah. Let's see. Where do we got? Mr. Warlord. Warlord Man has, increases the hit of closest ally by, it's pretty good. You know, we're basically stacking each other. And then Strangulate, if I had it, that would be good, but, oh well. We'll get to that when we get to that. So let's go ahead and ladder it up and let's try again. See how well we're doing. Looks like nobody's actually, you know, in our immediate league, which is cool. Very cool. So let's see. Warden, what is it? The same group? I don't even know if it's the same group, but I think it's the same group. So, I really need to stop going. All right, so we're probably gonna do the same thing, right, guys? Yeah. Get the grip going on and kill the Warden Man. Kill the Warden Man. Yeah, just focus on you, Warden Man. Being melee is kind of annoying because it's hard to make sure that you're keeping your auto attack on appropriately. Sometimes you gotta switch up your targets, basically. So, I'm just gonna run a bit, just a bit. You can notice just a little bit. Make sure that the Warlock's definitely not gonna be attacked because he's our powerhouse and he's the one that's going to make all the damage happen. So yeah, I'm just gonna regenerate the Death Grip! Haha! Owned! Yeah, I bet you wanted that power up, but you didn't get that power up, did you? Because, that's really all I have to say on that. Pretty fun. It's a good use of Death Grip, that's all I have to say. Good use of Death Grip. Oh, come on, dude. Still dealing damage, still doing okay. Lots of healing to myself. So, we just continue on. I make sure that if an ability point spawns, definitely want to put it on something. But other than that, just, you know, Ranger, Warden, Invoker. So this is a heavy group for kind of trying to kill us. As usual, I just want to make sure that I'm kind of focusing properly on whoever is getting attacked. Sort of thing. So what do we got here? Okay, no, not the Invoker, right. Let's focus on the Ranger, I guess, because everybody's trying to kill the Ranger. Death Grip! Death Grip! Yeah, there we go. I don't really know, like, the whole dynamic of getting gold and stuff, but it seems to be pretty useful. What the heck am I doing anyway? I'm just kind of sitting this battle out, just killing the Warden, I guess distracting him as the Warlord attacks the Invoker, and there we go. But if I recall correctly, I was getting gold for, like, battles anyway, so regardless, so it doesn't really seem like much of an issue. So, anyway. Okay, good, we got ability points. Sweetness. Oh yeah, I have Aura of Command on, which increases crits instead. Well, I have to take a look at to see the other ability for each of these guys. Death Coil, probably not worth it. Although it is an instant, but it requires you to be closer. Let's not give that to him. Let's I guess let's just Shadow Bolt it up for that guy. Warlord, Shake It Off, dispels debuffs from your target ally. Versus increasing hit. Oh, that seems to be awfully close. Let's go with that. And then for myself, being a Death Knight, that could be useful when attacking your allies. I think I'll just keep with Blood Strike, actually. So yeah, just put those up. Let's see. So Shadow Bolt, Warlord's Favor, and Blood Strike. There we go. Good times. Alright. So they'll all be level... Oh. Alright, cool. So apparently this is like a slippery slope going on. In other words, you get experience and you level up over time. So we're just flat out superior to these guys. And I guess I'll just see what goes on. What goes on? Tally-ho and all that. I should probably just keep myself where I am. Let my guys handle a 2-on-1, annihilate him, and I will just keep myself alive, more or less. So, kill the druid, because I friggin' hate druids. They turn into bears and panthers and jackalopes, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we're just absolutely annihilating them. What do you know? It's crazy crap. And now we can pick our items, because that's always good. Basically, I try to focus on their strengths, although in this case the warlock needed some power housing, so... oh, at this point I get silver, okay. So it might be pointless to get something like that when I could put something else on somewhere else. All the somethings and stuffs and whatever. Silver ring. So yeah, I guess I should consider those to be considerations too. Although the cost is less going from bronze to silver, so that's something to consider, but probably not yet. Probably not yet. So in his case, I'm thinking hit at this point. Maybe in the form of well, there's crit too. Yeah, I don't think I need hit because the warlord. So let's just go with the chain helm and for the... oh, darn it. I did that for the warlord. Well, whatever. Darn it. Whatever. We're going to do, I guess, no, maybe not the same thing. In this case, yeah, because that's what gave him the hit and the stuff. That's why I gave that to him. In your case, let's just buff you, man. Silver Shadowed Wand. And in my case, because I want to be kind of a powerhouse dude, let's go ahead and get a little bit of everything. Get extra health and whatnot. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's just keep going and see if anybody's level... okay, they're level 3 now. So. They had to catch up eventually. I don't know what their items are. That's probably not going to show up ever, but... alright, so they have inspiration. I guess that's from the bard, right? The energy ability. So anyway, just see how the battle works out here. Probably go after the warlock or the invoker. See how that plays out. Who is going after what? So I guess... oh wow, taking some hits here. Taking some serious smacks in the face. I guess we're going after the warlock, so let's just go after the warlock. Kill. Kill. Now, I'd like to go after the bard, because I hate going after the invoker. I friggin' hate the invoker. Stupid melee ability of anti-melee. Anti-melee is annoying. Okay, so I'm just gonna be a prick and just run around the forest and make it so that this dude isn't really doing what he's supposed to be doing. So there we go. Yeah! I'm not even sure how much I'm contributing to these battles, but I don't know. Oh, sweet. I love the Ice Lake. It's cool looking. Although it's... everybody just kind of sits in the middle, and that's what happens. Okay, so what do we got here? We got Avenger, Death Knight, Sork. Probably want to fight the Sork first, but let's see what happens. Yeah, it looks like we're fighting the Avenger. Let's see if I can possibly Death Grip Mr. Sorcerer. Get him over into the action a bit. There we go. And now we deal with the Sork. Fight him off a bit. Strangulate stun, yeah, right. You probably pick Strangulate for a bit. But whatever. I'm just gonna go after the Sork. Just hammer that dude down. I'll be the sacrifice for this game. So. And I'm still not dead. Now I'm dead. Okay, whatever. My sacrifice was not in vain. So that's gonna cost, yeah, that costs stuff. Whatever, on to the next battle. But, like I said, I think I have this game more or less understood at this point. It's, and it didn't really take me that long. It took me about an hour, maybe an hour and a half off screen time. What are we even looking at? Warlord, Warden, Sork. Let's get you in the action here for a sec. And, looks like we're attacking the Warlord, so let's finish him off. Do that. fight it out. Come on, dude. Do your thing, and now I will run. Run like the wind, because wow, these guys are starting to actually get a little bit powerful here. Oh boy, let's just try to do what we can. This could be a tough one. I don't know if we're going to survive this. Like, okay, good. And the Warlock should survive long enough to deal lots of damage. Cool. Excellent. Looks like we did okay. Did very okay. Alright, let's do one more, and then I'll call it, because there really isn't much else to show in this game. I showed the tournament in slow mode. I'm showing the ladder as we progress. And I showed some quick matches, both suckage and not suckage, because I got 3 wins in a row. That was pretty good. Okay, so let's see who we go after here, more or less. I'm going to just say pull the Scion. And why are we going after the fighter? Wait. It's kind of weird, but whatever. I'll let you guys go after the fighter. And I will... Wow, yeah, I mean, totally. Just as long as you guys do your 2-on-1 and I stay alive, you know, we got this, guys. We got this. Totally got this. Just keeping the Warlock alive here with my ability to do things, I guess. Death grip! Come on, death grip there. There we go. And we're already won. It's like I'm not even watching what's happening, but I'm getting more healing, and then I'm actually dealing damage. It's more than usual. Well, whatever. So I could upgrade those, or I could wait for like silver piece extras. I think that's what I'll do. So let's go ahead and do that. It seems at this point it's far more important to be getting pieces than upgrading ones. So okay, we got Scion, we got Bard, and Cleric. Oh boy. Okay. This is an interesting group because they're all like the Cleric and the Bard really support each other, and it looks like we're going after the Scion. So it's a Gnome Scion. Excellent. Super not cool, man. Not cool. Because of that stupid cooldown. Oh, friggin' stupid cooldown. Oh, I guess we're gonna go after the Cleric instead. So let's go after that Cleric. Because Clerics, I hate Clerics all the time. Alright, because, yeah, that Gnome is going to be hard to really go after, so we'll just kind of focus on killing the Cleric instead, who's the healer. And then we can focus probably on the Gnome, so... Let's go ahead and... Come here! All Scorpion style. Fight the Bard while we wait for the Gnome to show up again. And, well, he doesn't show up in time because I guess he's dead, so... That's what happened. That's the way the cookie rolls. And so yeah, I think I might have actually showed 2 battles. Whatever. This is Rings of Valor. It's pretty nice. It takes time to get used to, but really, if that wasn't true of every other roguelike, like, I'm not sure why I would be playing these games. So anyway, really, check it out. I didn't play for forever because there isn't a lot of content to show, but man, the depth that goes into this game and having to think on your feet and stuff like that. Very cool game. So, yeah, props to Tanty for that. This has been Game Hunter playing Rings of Valor, and join me next time when I take a look at another roguelike, and we'll see what we play this week, for the rest of the week, anyway. So, yeah, until then, keep playing them roguelikes, guys. Take care. Because, you know, taking care is all about being careful with your takes. You know, it's like, this is probably take 1, but it could have been a take 12. It all depends on how I want to, you know, be careful about it. So yeah, take care.